All right, today I'm gonna be making the wastegate. Just watch this video and I'll show you exactly how I'm gonna do it. And my plan is to have the wastegate here. Just able to squeeze her in. I'm gonna have a pipe from there, right in the center, where it goes in the turbo. You can see the flange there that I already made. So I'm gonna have to avoid the turbo by a long shot because I don't want it to get hot. So I'm gonna go from there, down, underneath the turbo, and then connect it right to there. And then I'm gonna have to go from this side of the turbo in to the downpipe. So what a wastegate does is it takes exhaust out before the turbo and bypasses the turbo, aka puts it into the downpipe or the atmosphere. You could just put this to another pipe that goes to the ground, whatever, but it's how it's controlling the boost. Without it, it would overboost like crazy and you'd break a whole bunch of stuff. So yeah, that's the plan. I'm gonna cut a whole bunch of 1.5 inch pipe, and then I'm gonna get a start on her. And it's gonna be really interesting cutting into that pipe and getting it all seamless and stuff, because I don't have any special tools to get a round pipe and do a round pipe, if that makes sense. I'll explain later. All right, I'm gonna cut up a whole bunch of pipe, so I have a good assortment of small angles, big angles. I'm gonna do 15s, 10s, all that stuff, long, short, just so I have enough. I've got plenty of this stuff, so I'm just gonna cut a whole length, and that should be twice the amount I need. So I cut an assortment of all the cuts and angles I've got here. I also cut a really deep one for possibly going on to my collector or making a collector onto the downpipe. Now I'm just gonna sand them all up and get them ready for welding and line them all up and start making welds. Sweet. 2 hours later and they're all nice and ready to be welded. All right, I got all my stuff cut up, and now I've got to really think and plan on where this is going to be permanently and where I want to go in and out of all these pipes. I just moved my coolant hose so I can give you a better idea of what's going on right now. So my first step is I've got to put a hole in here and get a piece of stainless coming out so I can start making my way over to where my wastegate is going to be. I'm going to do the best I can with the tools I have. It's going to be very hard to get it on a concave because I want the pipe to come out right here because the flow is coming this way and it's going to be directed straight into the wastegate. Then I'm going to be at an optimal position to get the air out and not overboost. So it's very controlled turbo, and that's exactly what I want. I don't want to do any messing around with that. I'm just trying to figure out how I'm going to do this. Okay, I need a bigger angle than that. Okay, basically this is what I'm trying to do. Air's coming up from there, and it needs to go to a wastegate, and it's best to go in a straight line. So this is a straight line coming down, and then boom, I'm going to put a tube in here, and that tube will directly go to my wastegate. Then my wastegate goes to the atmosphere, which is just the air, or into my pipe here to make it more quiet. I'm going to take this piece to the edge sander and see what I can do. Obviously, like, I can't have any gaps like so. It's got to be basically perfect. So for right now, I'm going to remove this piece and I'm going to remove my downpipe so I don't have to go back and forth to the edge sander and try and get a perfect fitment. Okay, I got a little mark there where I want my wastegate to come out before the turbo. So I'm gonna do my best to mate a piece to it. This is the one I'm going to be trying to. So I'm gonna just use the edge sander on the edge, which is round, and that's exactly what I'm mating to, is round. So who knows, it might work, man. Here's my mark I made. It's kind of faded now since it got hot. I had to like sand some of my welds so I could make this fit, but I just used the edge sander and I pretty much have a perfect fit all the way around. Yeah, that's just a reflection there, but yeah, as you can see, there's 0 gaps. Took some time, but time makes perfect, and that is pretty much perfect. All I got to do is mark out what I'm covering and then drill a hole and then Dremel the rest until I go right to the marks. But that is going to be the optimal wastegate setup. Got her marked. So this pipe is, honestly, don't quote me, but it's about a 1/16 and a half. So 3/32. So that mark, if I just cut it out, it would be too big of a hole and I would go inset. So I'm gonna have to make a mark that's smaller the entire way. Then I can drill it. I can probably do 2 drills and then I can Dremel the rest. But for now, I'm gonna make a mark. I'm just gonna do it by hand. Just kind of like this. And then I can start there. Right now I'm going over to my edge sander. I'm gonna see if I can somehow use that to my advantage. We'll see. So what I just did was I was edge sanding it on an angle like that. So the highest point of the circle was getting shaved. So it did work, but now I'm just slowly going at it with needle nose pliers and bending it out so I can continue to sand it. But I think I'm gonna be able to get the whole way with the edge sander, which is kind of crazy. So that's what the edge sander got me. It actually did a pretty good job. That's from there, the inside. So now all I need to do is Dremel it and get it to spec to me and we'll be good to go. Okay, I fused one other piece on. It was a pain in the butt to get into the corners, but we're on. So next step, put it back onto the car and then start mocking up the pipe with the wastegate there. The zip ties in action. Look at it, it's holding it in a dope orientation. That's exactly what I was going for. So coming from there, down underneath to there, which is the piece I bolted on for you guys. Then it's gonna come out of here. I'm gonna need another flange and then route it to about here. With one of these Jimmy Bobs, I gotta merge it back into the downpipe. So there's gonna be a lot to look at under here, that's for sure. She's done, letting her cool. Welds look good. Gangsta. Oh, damn. That's her new home right there. Pipe goes all the way down and around the turbo. That is nasty. Nasty boys. Damn. Okay, so one more pipe and I guess I can start driving it. That would be nasty, wouldn't it? This is quite the ball of turbo-ness. So now I'm just gonna bench weld it up, take off what I have to. Now that I've got it down here, I don't think I'm gonna need to really take off too much. We'll see. All right. Got the welds on, looking nice and colorful, but I flipped my damn mask down and I started welding the frickin' wastegate to the flange. So I'm gonna have to frickin' grind that off. I don't know how that happened. Alright, I got her sanded up. Now I'm just gonna give it a good polish and then I can put it back together. And just like that, she's polished. So that puppy's gonna go there. Looks awesome. Looks really awesome. So I'm gonna put the turbo on, bolt it up, put it in, and then hook the V-band up, get that all attached, then put my wastegate. She's on. Turbo's on the pipes and my wastegate is on the pipes. It's a good day today. So just to go over things again, if you don't know how the turbo works and the wastegate system, it's simple. This is the in for the turbo, which comes from your engine. Okay, now it's time for me to put this onto the engine permanently. So this is the V-band that goes here, which is the exhaust that comes from the engine. So I'll just time lapse it, show you guys what's good. And since this is the last time I'm putting this pipe on, hopefully, I'm going to be putting on my drain and my feed for my turbo for oil. So the drain is chilling right here, and as before in my videos, I have a bung. There's the bung right there. That oil drain feeds onto there, and this oil feed, which is the top, goes to here. Okay, turbo's in position, oil drains in, oil feeds in, wastegate's on, turbo's on. Now it's time to put my downpipe on, which is right there. So then I can start mocking up my last pipe. And then I have one more thing to do, which is my O2 wideband. And that's a bung that I have to put into that pipe. But yeah, we're getting there. Just one more pipe. All right, homies. Yeah, I'm just getting this last pipe in, and that should be it for this episode. Next time, I'm going to be making the pipe from the exit of the wastegate to the downpipe. That's when things get really tricky here. So like, comment, subscribe, and get back to me on the next video, and I will see you next time.